Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to day number 133 of my daily dopamine dump. Today is Sunday, May 21st. It is 3:45 in the morning right now. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Up early again this morning, sticking to those disciplines, right? Made that choice yesterday to get in that extra rest, to actually get in some rest. And even last night, man, I was still, super tired, still feeling that jet lag and all that, so it was like 7:30 last night. I was already like kind of falling asleep on the couch, passing out. So went to bed, had a good time last night, woke up this morning at 3:30, got up, said my prayers, said my gratitude, set my intentions for this glorious Sunday, and then got ourselves out here, got ready to get out into the cold plunge. Feeling good, feeling so much better after some of that rest, and feeling good about getting this win for this morning, right? Remember, each morning that we wake up and we stick to those disciplines and we stick to those habits, we got to think in our mind that that's a win for us, for a win for our spirit, and a win for our next best self, right? So, thankful for getting that win this morning. Thankful, for the good Lord for waking me up and giving me this opportunity to speak to you guys today. Have a good little message for you today. Good little message about apologizing like a man. So I'm going to get in here, get this cold plunge going, and talk a little bit. So let's get day number 133 dopamine done going, and I'll talk to you about how to apologize like a man. So let's go. I'm going to flip this around right here. See if we get a little bit better view. There we go. All right. Oh boy. That's brisk, baby. All right. All right. Get that good shot of adrenaline going. Feel that body waking up. Feel that need for breath, right? Fill our lungs up. Getting that win for today, guys. Our second win for the day. Remember, first is getting the win of waking up early, sticking to that discipline. Second, getting that win by getting in here, getting uncomfortable, sticking to this discipline, and getting that cold plunge in, right? Choosing those delayed gratifications, choosing to put aside that instant gratification, and choosing to get out here, get uncomfortable, and get closer to the man that we're supposed to be, right? So, guys, I want to talk to you about apologizing like a man, right? I come in here and I tell you guys, we're doing this so we can be the man that we admire. What are the characteristics of men that you admire? Hey, a man that I admire admits when he's wrong, right? He doesn't boast, and he doesn't be prideful, and he doesn't show that he's the only one who knows how to do it right? He knows when to apologize. He apologizes like a man, and he lets it go like a man, right? So I had a situation like that pop up on me on Friday when I flew in. So flew into Fresno and got off the plane, got loaded up in my car. But on the plane, I fell asleep. And so when I woke up as we were landing in Fresno. And man, I just felt super groggy, super just really funky in my head. And then, I had just a really cloudy mindset, I think it's just from flying and sleeping. And I was just kind of like, even as I was walking to my car, I was just kind of like, like just like kind of in a fog, and out of my normal self, but I'm thinking, I'm going to walk to my car. I got an hour drive, I'll get myself together on that hour drive, right? Before I get home and see my family. So I text my wife, tell her, hey, in the car, going to be headed home, so putting my bags away, and then what happens? And she calls me. She calls me, and I'm like, oh man, I'm not, wasn't expecting that. Answer the phone, talk to her, she's thankful I'm home. She's so happy that I landed, but she hasn't had the chance to go get some food. So she's saying that she wants to go get this food from this restaurant that we both like. But she's saying that she's not going to be, if she goes to get that food, she's not going to be home in time when I get home. And she wants to be home when I get home. So what happens? She's like, well, if you want to stop and get the food on your way home, you can. And then this way, you can bring it home and we're home. And I'm like, again, I just woke up feeling kind of funky, so I'm on the phone and I'm like, you know what? Like, whatever you want to do, you want me to go, I'll go. You want to go, you go. I'm not trying to worry about it right now. And then I hear her tone on the voice, and you can hear the excitement let out. She's like, oh, okay, well, no, I'll go get it. Okay, bye. See you soon. Drive safe. Love you. Bye. She hangs up, and I get off the phone. And what do? I just think, damn it, dude. Why did you have to let that moment slip? In that one little moment, you let your character slip, and you made her feel, how she felt. You made her feel like she was a burden, like she was, giving you extra work on your plate. Like you're so tired and you're so worn out that you can't fucking stop and get some food for you and your wife, right? Like in my mind, as soon as I hang up, I have all these thoughts going on in my mind. So what do? Get right back on the phone, call her back. Hey, my love, I'll stop and get the food. Mind you, my tone hasn't changed. My tone, I still sound groggy. I still sound like an asshole, I'm sure, because my voice is a little bit deeper. I'm sounding sleepy, and I just don't sound kind and light and loving, right? So I'm telling her, like, I'm going to go get the food. Don't you worry about it. I'm sorry. I'll be home soon. Click, love you, click. She's like, okay, go. She's like, okay, go get the food. And by this time she's had it with me. She's like, whatever, dude. Do what you're gonna do. And so I'm driving. Get the food, and as I'm driving to go get the food and stuff, I'm just thinking like, man, I could have just made this choice to begin with. I could have made this choice just to put aside my own feelings, right? And that's the thing, guys. Remember, I was telling you about this yesterday about being selfish, right? Put aside your own selfish feelings. In that moment, I was being super selfish because I was only thinking about how I felt and how tired I was and how tired, I was from flying and all this. I did not for 1 second think about how tired my wife was from, having to deal with the kids by herself all week, having to go to work, and take the kids to school and take the kids to sports and get them to where they need to be. And then my daughter was sick, the last day of the week. So she had to come home. So all these things that my wife was dealing with, I didn't even think about because I'm in a shitty mindset, right? So right there, I'm making my wife suffer from my shitty mindset. And the thing is, we do this stuff all the time, guys, and we don't even realize it because we're in such a shitty mindset that we just think that that's just how the world is, but it's not. It's not. So, went, picked up the food happily, picked up a little, little extra dessert, for her, called her and said, hey, baby, I'm going to pick this up. I got you. And what she say? She's like, thank you. She's all, now she's all excited again. Oh, her husband's picking shit up. Her husband's been traveling. Her husband's going to bring food home. Her husband's going to bring a good attitude home. Her husband's going to come home like the man that she desires, that she admires, and that she loves, right? Not that shitty mindset husband, not that, asshole, that's coming home tired and grumpy and just worried that he's been traveling all this time and that he's tired and him. That pussy, that bitch right there, that inner bitch that I talk about. I talk about that inner bitch, wanting me to stay asleep and wanting me to eat that junk food. That's that inner bitch right there telling me to be an asshole and to be a shitty person right there. So you guys ever feel that? You ever feel that feeling of you're being a shitty person? Just think you're being a bitch. Just think your inner bitch is coming out and it's taking over your character, right? So got home, brought her the food, And I just straight up told her, hey, my love, you know what? When I talked to you on the phone, I bet I sounded grouchy as shit. I bet I sounded kind of mean. She's like, yeah, you did sound really grouchy and you did sound really mean. I was kind of like, I wasn't sure what happened. And I was like, you know what, dude? I am so sorry that I made you even think that it was something that you did. I'm so sorry that I didn't have control of my attitude and my tone at that moment. And it made you have these thoughts, right? Because nothing happened, but it created thoughts in her mind. I apologized to her and said, hey, I fell asleep. I woke up. I had a shitty tone on my voice. My mindset was shitty. I didn't get myself ready. I let my character slip. That's not who I am. I'm not upset at you. I'm sorry. I apologize. And she is happy. She was so happy to hear that it was nothing that she did, because she was just wondering, and she was just, so happy to have me home that she was just like, I don't understand why he's upset. I understand why his tone was like that. Guys, when we keep ourselves in that negative, shitty mindset, those low frequencies, we carry that out to everyone else. And then guess what? Those people, they're just like us. You know what I'm saying? You come up to a guy and you ask him, hey man, how you doing? He says, fuck off, motherfucker. You're going to be like, oh, like what did I do to that guy? Why is he so angry at me? Same thing, right? You come home and you're in a shitty mindset, you're in a shitty attitude, and your wife says, hey, my love, how are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm fine. What are you, I'm fine. It's all right. And then your wife thinks, oh shit. What did I do? Why is he upset at me? He's my partner. He's my rock. What did I do? You know what I'm saying? And that right there is where the devil works. That right there is where the devil wins, is where he puts those little thoughts and those little ideas into our minds, and he starts to create that separation between two people, right? He starts to create that separation between a husband and wife, and he starts to create that separation between your best self and your worst self, right? He tries to create that separation between your best self and who you actually are, right? Because you are your best self. You can give that to the world every single day, but it's just the devil that's going to get in your mind and is going to tell you you can't, right? The devil doesn't have to get you to do anything. He just has to keep you from doing something. Always remember that. If you ever feel like you need to be doing more and there's something that you should be out here doing in the world and you're not, just remember that that's the devil keeping you from doing it, right? Because he doesn't want you to glorify God. He doesn't want you to live this life fully. He wants you to live as an average person. He wants you to live content. He wants you to live on that couch eating those potato chips, watching Netflix. That's what he wants. Guaranteed, guys. So make those choices, guys. We have to choose to be that man that we admire. And when we're not, we have to apologize like a man. It is up to us. We have to be those men that we admire, that we look up to. Why? Because we are those men that our kids look up to, that our wife look up to, that our friends look up to, regardless of the man that we are right now. Take that into account. Regardless of the man you are right now, your wife, your kids, your friends, they all look up to you. So think about that. What is it that they're looking up to? Is it something that you would look up to? If it's not, then it's your responsibility to change it, because you're the leader of your group, right? Make that choice, guys. Make those hard choices. Damn, been in here for about 12 minutes talking, but it's a good conversation to have, guys. We as men, we need to be strong, we need to be confident, we need to be brave, and we need to fucking apologize when we're wrong, because it matters to those that we love, and it matters to us how we perceive ourselves to those we love, because we are the man that they admire, but we're trying to be the man that we admire, right? So let's go after that, guys. Keep that in mind today. Be the man that you admire. If you fucked up, apologize for it today. Don't let another day go by. It's only going to fuck with your mindset. It's going to mess with your mood. It's going to mess with your frequency. It's going to bring you down. Don't let it bring you down anymore, okay? Apologize for that shit this morning. Get it done. And then watch how your day just blooms, just blossoms into opportunity and blessings and love. It's all within our power, guys. We got this. All right, 13 minutes. Let's go. All right, guys, let's go out and choose to make this Sunday great. Let's see here. All right, guys, thank you for joining me for day number 133 of my daily dopamine dunk. Good stuff today, guys. Remember, keep that in mind that if you're wrong, hey, it is your responsibility as a man to apologize and make it right. Okay? Don't leave it up to your wife, your kids, your friend to make it right. Take that responsibility on yourself. Be a fucking man and apologize like a man, right? So thank you guys for joining me. Hope that you could take something away from today. Remember, guys, it is manly to apologize. It is manly to take control of that situation, apologize for it, and make it a better one, right? What's not manly about that? Controlling the situation, controlling the outcome, leading the group with your energy and with your attitude, right? That's man shit. So let's go out there. Let's be men today, guys. Let's go out there, encourage, love, positivity, kindness, and let's go out there and present our best selves. Most of all, guys, let's go out there and choose to make this glorious Sunday great. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, and God bless.